Good evening, everybody. Tonight I have a Christmas carol for us that was actually birthed not too far from us. It's of Appalachian descent. It's a folk song, and it was wrote in 1933 by a John Jacob Niles. And it was based on a song fragment he heard while he was traveling in Murphy, North Carolina. There was a traveling preacher and his family, and they had set up camp in the middle of town and were basically kind of making themselves a public nuisance because they were hanging their laundry out on the Confederate monuments, and they were getting complaints, and the police were about ready to eject them, but they said, listen, we're just trying to hold one more meeting so that we'll have enough gas money to leave town. And so they were doing all their cooking and washing and out in the middle of town. And they had a daughter named Annie Morgan, and she had blonde hair, and this family was very poor. She was dressed in rags, and she came out and she was singing this song, and it was so beautiful, and it captured the heart of John Niles. And he asked her to sing it so that he could write it down, because that was part of what he did as a folklorist, is he would transcribe the songs of the Appalachian people. And so he paid her 25 cents a line to be able to sing this. And she sang about 8 lines, and he wrote down what he could, but then he got out of quarters. So he had gotten 3 lines of it, and then he had an idea that I think this is going to make a good Christmas song. So she sang it, and it was beautiful. And let's see, Niles was born in Louisville, Kentucky, so not too far away from where we are. He learned music theory from his mother and then started composing folk idioms when he was just a teenager. And he loved to travel the Appalachian Mountains as a surveyor. And he was injured in World War I, and after he was released from the hospital, he decided to go ahead and study music in France. He then finished his music education in America. And he liked to play the dulcimer and the lute. So as I sing this song, I want you all to kind of get that, hear the Appalachian feel to it, way back in those mountains. And I think it's funny, one of the words is ornery. You know, that's a Southern word if I've ever heard it. So for that reason alone, I love this carol. So I'm going to sing it for you guys now. It's not a popular one that we sing today, but I have heard it before. I'm sure you've heard lines of it too. So here we go. I wonder, as I wander out under the sky, how Jesus the Savior did come for to die for poor ornery people like you and like I. I wonder, as I wonder out under the sky, when Mary birthed Jesus, 'twas in a cow stall, with wise men and farmers and shepherds and all. But high from God's heaven a star's light did fall, and the promise of ages it then did recall. If Jesus had wanted for any wee thing, a star in the sky or a bird on the wing, or all of God's angels in heaven for to sing, he surely could have it, 'cause he was the King. And the song just ends like that. So think about those Appalachian women decorating their Christmas trees and singing songs like those. I love those folk songs. So I hope you all enjoyed that, and stay tuned for the next one.